Aleppo. Adios, Aleppo. Dan Magill.
Who knows the Toastmaster mantra? If at first we don't succeed, sabotage the competition. When I started to think about this speech, I'd just finished reading the story of the American figure skater who allegedly orchestrated the kneecapping of their closest rival. And I knew exactly what I needed to do if I was going to have any chance of winning this competition. I needed to find the favourite and gently encourage them into some kind of catastrophic accident. And who would that be? Well, none other than last year's District 91 Humorous champion, Mr. Ola Areleppo. Contest chair, fellow conspirators. Just as I was figuring out how to get started with this dastardly deed, what should pop up in my Facebook feed? No, it wasn't another video of Arno and Andy on holiday in Chicago. Sorry, working at the conference. No, it was an invitation from Areleppo himself to join his humorous speaking workshop. How convenient for him. He gets all of his rivals together in one room. Then he fills their heads with duff information and walks away with the top prize for the second year running. Well, no, Areleppo, no, not on my watch. If that hat doesn't say evil genius, with a slightly dubious fashion sense, nothing does. So I knew exactly where I could find him. I needed three things: a disguise, a plan, and an alibi. Hang on. I needed a plan and an alibi. It works for Superman. First, I booked myself a ticket for the workshop. Then I reserved a general evaluation slot at another club across town. The plan was to arrive, take my seat at the back of the room. Then as soon as things got going, I would scurry away to Areleppo's Humorous workshop, where I would kill him live on stage before making it back in time to give my evaluation. Now I know what you're thinking. How could I give a general evaluation on a meeting I hadn't even been at? Come on, guys. GE 101. I arrived to find such a warm, welcoming atmosphere. The place was buzzing. The sign on the door could have been a little bit bigger. The Toastmaster led us through the evening in a timely, professional manner. And the grammarian could have used fewer filler words in her, filler word report. Everything was in place, apart from the murder weapon. I'd seen an interview with Areleppo where he claimed the audience's laughter was his lifeblood on stage. It was the wind beneath his wings. But that was it. If I could stop the audience from laughing, he would die on stage. His belief would be shot, the confidence strangled out of him, and he would drown in a pool of his own inadequacy. To the workshop. Now, if there's one thing I've learned during my time here, it's that there's nothing more guaranteed to bring out a group of Toastmasters than a free workshop with complimentary snacks. Doesn't matter what the workshop's about. Join Freddie Daniels to discover how it's your shoes that shape the way you speak. Shoes? Seriously? Free sandwiches included. Oh, sounds good, Samuel. Even on my way into the room this afternoon, I overheard one Toastmaster say, "If there's no cake, I'm going home." Mentioning no names, I don't want to embarrass Pedro. Basically, as long as there's cakes on the table, it doesn't even matter if the microphones work. As I tiptoed into the room, Areleppo was just getting started, already filling all those simple Toastmaster minds with nonsense like how structure is important and we really shouldn't make jokes at the expense of other Toastmasters. Nice try, Areleppo. I took my seat at the back of the room, scribbled out a note and gave it to the person next to me. Dear fellow Toastmaster, Aleppo has requested we do not laugh at any of his jokes this evening. It's an experiment to help him handle rejection. Please pass on. Signed, Ralph Smedley. The note sneaked its way around the room in a matter of seconds, and Aleppo could quickly tell something was wrong. He started to panic and fall back on old material. Why did the Toastmaster cross the road? To make full use of the space. Why did he go back to the other side? Because he didn't like his new pathway. But nothing. 60 tragic minutes later, Aleppo trudged away, dejected and defeated. A handful of Christmas cracker jokes were strewn across the stage, and a pool of his own inadequacy glistened under the lights. As I made my exit, I found Aleppo sat sobbing in the corridor. I offered him my condolences. Tough crowd tonight, I said. No, it's all my fault. I'm just not funny anymore. I need to go back to the drawing board. I have to change everything. Don't be silly, I said. Aleppo never changes his spots. The joke was lost on him. My victory was complete. Of course, in reality, I know that this man is a comic genius, who I could never hope to compete with. But that got me thinking, and I'm going to be serious just for a second. All of us at times look at people up here on stage and think things like, I could never speak as well as him. What business do I have evaluating her? And how can my opinion possibly matter to them? We'd never dream of doing it to someone else, but we'll happily sabotage ourselves on a daily basis. We scribble notes to our subconscious that read things like, you're not clever enough, you're not funny enough, you're not confident enough. And we carry those notes around with us everywhere we go, until one day we start to disguise our true selves from the world. They say you really shouldn't criticize another person until you've walked a mile in their shoes. But surely, it's our own sweaty feet that fill the shoes of our harshest critic. And now I felt guilty, so I picked up the phone. Hello? Cancel the Aleppo kneecapping, please. Thanks, Florian. Full steam ahead with plan B. Sonia Aste.